Hello everyone, Skottyy here from the Blue Coconut family, and welcome back to a mod tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at a very popular mod, but often undocumented mod of Project Red. Now, I'll give you a bit of background on Project Red. Project Red mod didn't become famous because of it by itself. Project Red is a continuation of Red Power, which was kind of not continued by its developer for some strange reason, because it being the most popular mod in the Minecraft community, but it just stopped. So a group of people from the community, they took up the project to basically continue it and try and make it better in iron outs and kinks. So I think they've done a really good job, because anyone who's played it, you know that it's a brilliant mod for what it does, and all it does is add the ability to have redstone contraptions that work better and to do stuff. So I'll quickly explain some of the basics in this tutorial. So today we're going to be looking at Project Red transmission, which is the wires and such for Project Red, so the real core of it. So I'll quickly explain the initial kind of thing. So we have the red alloy wire, which is kind of the basic level of things. So this effectively is the redstone dust as such, except for it's a wire. So this has two kind of benefits over the redstone dust, what we got here. So let me just show you one. So if I build a quick tower here, okay, and I build it up so it can climb walls and even hang off ceilings. You can't build it off a surface, but I'll come back to that in a moment. So it's great for that, but the other benefit, so yeah, with that you can basically climb up the inside buildings and stuff, so you don't have to build staircases, which you had to do with redstone. So the other thing what people of the redstone community will understand is redstone dust only has a power reach of 15 blocks, which isn't a lot. I mean, you have to put a repeater and it continues. So it's not very efficient for what it is, but then to be fair, you're just laying the dust on the floor, so it shouldn't be. The red alloy wire, on the other hand, goes past the 15 block range, and it continues, and it stops just about miles away. So let's just fly. So it's still going. Still going. I have put something on the end of this to prove it is actually still working. You can see that the colour is dimming in it very slightly. So far it's still rendering, which is good, because then you're not sort of surprised on how far it goes. Here. So there's the proof that it works, and that's well, it's not. And it goes a magical distance of 255 blocks. A dramatic improvement over redstone dust. Absolutely genius. It can climb, it can stick to walls, hang off ceilings, and it can go 255 blocks. That's a win-win right there. But of course there is other functionality in this mod other than just sticking an awesome cool type of line in the game. So we now introduce the insulated wire. So what this is the alloy wire, the red alloy wire, covered in some form of insulator. So you may know in a common real world household you have wires and they're coloured differently. So for example, let's look at your plug sockets. So if you're like me and you live in the United Kingdom, we have 3 colours inside our plug. Now, of course, you've got like the earth, you've got the live, and you've got the you've got the earth, live, and the neutral. So it's blue, brown, and like a yellow and green. I'm not too sure what it is in the US. All I know is you've got 2 prongs rather than 3 because you're weird. But yeah, so it's and of course, yeah, they're covered in a plastic coating with that colour. So this works is very identical to that. But it's covered. Now this has a benefit over normal alloy wire for one reason. A, it looks pretty, but that's not really a reason. But other thing is, they do not interconnect with another colour. So I'll show you here that but they do all connect to the red alloy. So they all connect to the red alloy wire, but they do not connect with each other. So these are literally on the block apart, and they do not connect. Now, I've proved they don't. If I stand on here, only the white one shows up. If I go along, only the one which it's connected to lights up. And also you can see the little cable on the inside glowing, which is nice, so it gives an indication it's working. But they do connect, all connect to a red alloy wire. And also they can climb up blocks as well, like the previous, and they can do all this, but except for they don't work very similarly. So for example, the power has to be going into the block for a block to be powered. So for example, if I take that going up, it's not powering the block, but if I take it away, power's going into the block and it works. So very similar to how pistons used to work, but it's a little bit more tricky. So moving on to another awesome thing is bundled cables. So before, these are kind of mystical because they're not really sure how they work, and I've got two types here. I'll explain what the kind of arch thing is in a second, but what it is you've got to imagine it as every colour, rather than just red, green, blue connected, every colour in a giant fat cable. Now think back to the real world, you have a bunch of cables all tied together with zip ties or something. The power only goes through the cable you're sending it through, obviously, because they're all insulated. It's the exact same here. So you may notice I've got the exact same setup. So the lights, which I'll come back to in another video, the colours connecting to each light, you can change the colours. I just put the colour to the light because it makes it easier. But on the opposite side, they are swapped over. So for example, if I stand on blue, so it goes blue into the bundle cable, and then the blue's in that corner. The blue turns on, then the magenta, then the orange, it's going to still notice the magenta, and then the white. Okay, so effectively how these work is you need to have the input from an insulated wire to go into the bundle cable, because you can't just stick the bundle cable next to a pressure pad like that, because you won't have a clue where to send the power. So I'm saying that anything coming down, any power from this is a blue wire, and so that any blue wire connected to this set of bundle cable will output blue, which is great. Anything coming out of the magenta will not, but blue will. So you can basically create a giant intricate circuit without separating all your cables. So while on the topic of this bundle cable, you can see this is framed bundle cable. So you can also get framed insulated wires. So effectively what it is the wire inside a frame, so you're able to build structures out of it. So for example, you can build up in the air, where with normal bundle cable you can't raise it off. How you build with this is you have the frame bundle cable, you place one thing on the floor, and you place it on top, and it builds up. If you place this just on the place this on the floor, it kind of floats and it doesn't connect. You've got to build it something on the floor for it to connect to. That can be also a white cable, so if we have, or it can be just a cable. So for example, let's have white, and there you go. So then it's the white going into the structure there, like that. So I'll quickly also explain the other types of bundle cables. So let me open up the menu here. So we've got lots of bundle cables and we've got lots of colours. So you can see the colours here, and you can see the different frames here. But the bundle cables here is, you might see orange, magenta, or white, orange, magenta, white bundle cables. So what these are different colour cables that do different jobs. Okay. So you got to think of them back as the insulated wire. So let me grab a magenta and an orange and a white. So the orange and white will not connect to each other, so they are on separate loops, but they will connect to the normal bundled cable. So think of them as separate, different cables which are bundled together and zip tied. That's what you got to think about it as a zip tie. So they're separate. So you could build. So for example, if you had a giant building and you had multiple different circuits, but let's say that two of your systems run off the same colour. Rather than going around and changing the colour, or if you run out of colours, you can build two different circuits. So one system will run under the white bundle cable, the other one will run under the orange, and they will not interfere with each other because they'll be running on separate lines. Really nice and simple. So that's pretty much it for this mod. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comment section below. Also, head to our website, bluecoconutfamily.co.uk, to check out other videos and other special content where we only upload to our website. But also you can click become a family friend, and what that will do is you can sign up for an account and you'll get emailed when the next video comes live. So I've been Skottyy from Blue Coconut Family. I wish you a very good day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.